The cold, rainy weather, reminiscent of a midweek evening match at the famous grounds of Old Trafford in southwest Manchester. But in reality, we find ourselves at Barrington Community Stadium in Barrington, Illinois, where we have been honored with a spectacular matchup of two MSL West foes. The youth players are here to support the team as it's senior night at the grounds. We see the undefeated Barrington Fillies play host to the Hoffman Estates Hawks. And welcome into the booth, everybody. I am Ryan Stadler, along with my colleagues Adam Baird and Charlie Trapp. Adam, I'm pretty excited to see this matchup here. What about you?
Yeah, Ryan, great matchup we got on store here for Barrington Senior Night. 6 seniors for the Fillies this year, and we will see them put on their 8-game winning streak on the line here as they get ready to face the Hoffman Hawks.
Well, here we go as we take a look at the starting lineups for the Barrington Fillies. The projected starting lineups, we have Holland in goal, followed by Blue, Fuller, Girthy, and Cobb at the back four. Lewis takes the sixth spot with Martin Johnston and Forrester ahead of her, and a front three of Sanchez, Lucier, and Parkinson left to right. This is a pretty strong Barrington team that their coach Ryan Stengren had said has really progressed since the preseason. I mean, Adam, you've watched this team a bunch this year. What can you say and kind of speak to their success?
Definitely, I agree with Coach Stengren there of the progression throughout the year. At the beginning of the year, it was a bit of a struggle to find goals, and as they played some tougher teams to start the year as well. The first few games, their ties came in 1-1 and 0-0. After that, though, they had a favorable schedule, and I feel they found their ground after that with wins against Wheeling 9-0, Rolling Meadows recently 6-0, and the goals have just started flying in recently.
As we take a look here at our matchup by the numbers, as you mentioned, this team does not get scored on. They've allowed one goal the entire year. A plus 35 goal differential is absolutely exceptional at this point in the season. The Phillies do come in here undefeated, 9-0-2. The Hawks, not as great of a record, but they do boast some talent on this team. In conference, Phillies undefeated, where the Hawks have not had a win yet. Currently ranked on Max Preps, Barrington ranked as number 12, Hoffman not cracking the top 200. The Daily Herald and Chicagoland Soccer do have the Phillies ranked as number 3 in the state, so they certainly have some firepower on this team. And again, as we talk about the last results here, Hoffman having lost their last game 1-2 against Palatine, Barrington having won 3-0 against Bennett. As we have FCX night here at the grounds, this should be a pretty fun matchup. Bit of a cold, chilly evening, but nonetheless, the girls are ready to perform. Megan Holland, the star goalkeeper, currently committed to Kentucky, a senior. She has played lights out all year and has been part of that, one goal allowed across 11 games.
Yes, for sure. And not only is Megan stepping up and responsible for that one goal allowed this season, but also the back four, really strong all year. Grace Fuller, Chloe Girthy, Hannah Blue, and typically Whitney Stacy are great defenders back there and are responsible for the one goal allowed this season as we get ready for this game to start. But first, the national anthem.
As we welcome everybody back here after a riveting national anthem. We have 40 minutes on the clock. We will play that twice tonight. The Phillies coming to this game, as we mentioned before, we'll see the starting lineup here. Again, the projected starting lineup, as this is a very strong team coached by Ryan Stenger and assisted by Joe Zimka and Robert Abadano. I mean, this is a Phillies team that has had so much success under Stengren, made it to the state finals a number of times, won the state final a number of times. A Hawks team that has not found the same success. Nonetheless, they do prove a challenge. As you know, we've seen upsets do happen. It's sports, it's natural. So we should be treated to quite an exciting game here. Adam, anything to add?
Yeah, great game once again on tap here. Excited to see how the Phillies come out. They got an attacking style, always pressuring. Let's see how the Hoffman Hawks can handle that, as they're not gonna have many chances to let up, as they're constantly pressuring the opposing team.
Agreed. And as we said earlier, only one goal allowed on the entire season through 11 games, plus 35 goal differential. That is almost unheard of. As Coach Stenger talked about, he came into the season a little bit worried. He was worried that, compared to last year, this team would not be able to feel the power, the star power that he had last year. But nonetheless, this team has come out and taken care of business, to say the least. They have played so well at the back. Chloe Gerthy has been a main part of that. She's played so well, the junior. A 10-game shutout streak that the Phillies hold right now, along with an 8-game win streak. Their last non-win coming against Hersey, where they tied 0-0, another solid team. But the Phillies they've put together a team this year, and it's been fun to watch so far. As we, look at Hoffman over here, they've got some solid players. Bella Chiovari, 2 goals on the season. She is their leading scorer, so they certainly pass the ball around and share the love. Troyer also has some goals along with Lily Cresting. Peyton Lyles has been their star this year at goalkeeper. She's played very well. I mean, Adam, anything to add here about the Hawks?
Yes, definitely. Goals have been hard to come by for the Hawks this year. However, Peyton Lyles does do a brilliant job in goal, is able to keep them in games, although their goal differential is not the best.
Certainly not strong. They don't let in a lot of goals. They've only allowed 14 on the season, but they don't score a lot of goals, as Adam mentioned, only scoring 9 on the season. Reminiscent of the Barrington Broncos boys team, who struggled scoring this year in their fall season. The Phillies, who last year had their season come to a halt in the super sectional game, losing 1-0 to Palatine. This team, they felt that loss. They know what it feels like, and they don't want to do it again. As the kickoff here will be booted down the field by the Hawks. Will be chased
by Lauren Cobb, I believe, retrieves that and
Cobb
kicks it out.
So a throw in here for the Hawks deep in Barrington territory to start the game. If you're the Hawks, you really want to try to get something going quick here.
Many teams before them have struggled to keep the ball in this territory, so this is you're going to want to take advantage when you do have it against the Phillies.
Certainly. There's Lucier challenging for the ball. She will get a touch. Played ahead. She's found Sanchez through. Here is Avery Sanchez, a sophomore. Sanchez, one-on-one. Oh, what a save by Lyles. It's still out to Parkinson, and it will be cleared away by the Hawks back line. So right there's a quick example of just how explosive this Barrington team is. Coach Strenning talking about how AJ Sanchez, even though she is only a sophomore, she plays much bigger than her size and her class.
Yeah, and how about that save by Peyton Lyles, one-on-one? That's a scary sight, but she's able to get a foot on it and kick it out.
So there is into Sanchez. She goes down, and a foul will be called.
Dangerous position for a free kick here.
Certainly.
Just outside the box.
It looks to be Lewis who will be over this kick.
Or Lucier on the right as well.
Possibly. Lewis committed to Northern Illinois after previously being committed to Miami of Ohio to play. Lucier committed to Marquette, as she has been since sophomore year. As Lucier plays into the corner for Sanchez. Sanchez, ball in the box. Lewis off the head, and it will trickle away out of the box, and it will go out for a throw-in. So some trickery by the Phillies early on here.
Familiar sight there for the Phillies is Madeline Lewis has many header goals this season, and that's something they look for often.
So the thrown will be knocked out.
I believe that was Chloe Gerthy.
Looks to be.
Off of a Hawk. Thrown into Piper. Makes a man miss, in with a chance.
And it will be saved by Lyles. So there you go. That's talking about the Lyles and how strong she has been so far this year for the Hawks.
Series took one too many touches there. That's only the only problem. If she got a shot off a little earlier, put a little more pressure on Lyles.
Yeah,
Maybe
many
even just a deflection, put an opportunity out for another teammate. But good save by Lyles there.
Certainly. Ball
That's
nearly
Charlie.
controlled. And it will be controlled here by the Fillies.
Maddie Martin Johnston looking for options.
This is a girls team that is very technical. They pride themselves on that technicality along with their ferociousness on defense. As that ball will be off of Lucier for a goal kick.
Just a bit too far of a pass there. Piper not able to track it down.
So it will be Lyles to boot it away here. Sanchez gets a foot on it. Lewis plays it back. That is Fuller, part of that stout defensive four that has remained the same for the majority of the season. As the ball slid in by Blue to Sanchez. Sanchez has some space on the wing here. Sanchez, heavy touch. Sanchez, ball back in the middle. It's Lucier in the middle. She scores! Goal for the Fillies. Piper Lucier adding to her total. And that was just great play by the Fillies as Sanchez found some opening down the side. She plays it back in the middle, and Lucier smashes it into the back of the net. A spectacular finish made by even a more spectacular build-up.
Yeah, not many times Piper's going to miss that wide open right in the middle of the box. That's an easy tap in.
Agreed. For a striker of her caliber, I mean, she's been known to hit it from outside the box. She can score tap-ins. She can really do it all over the place.
As the Phillies already got the ball back, looking to advance and find another.
And that one will be off of the Fillies, off of Forrester. Let's throw in here for the Hawks. It's received by Krishnanen. And it will find its way back to Lewis now. Lewis spins away from the pressure. And we'll play it back to Fuller. This is a
Blue to Parkinson.
There's Martin Johnston, finds Fuller, and Fuller will play it across the back line to Gerthy. Gerthy, who has been noted by Chicagoland Soccer to be one of the major pieces in this defensive four, who has allowed this currently 10-game undefeated, or 10-game shutout streak, I should say. Stumbling over my words a bit.
8-game winning streak and a 9-game or 11-game unbeaten streak.
Yes.
As they have not lost this season.
Playing some formidable opponents as well, and they've found success.
For sure. Bennett, York, Naperville North, all ranked highly in Illinois, who the Phillies took care of.
There's a ball that nearly gets through to Parkinson, but it will be controlled by the Hawks. And they will just slide it out.
Blue to throw it in.
To Parkinson. Parkinson goes down, and that will be a foul. So another chance here for the Phillies on the set piece, something that they've been so good at this year.
Had a good chance last time. Been in a better position last time. Let's see. This is almost just a corner kick. Let's see if they run their patent corner play here. It seems to be doing that as they'll run in here on the left side.
So the ball is played in, and Lyles will be out to retrieve it. Lyles, only a sophomore on this team. This Hoffman team is quite split. They're pretty young. Only one junior, I should say, sorry, 2 or 3 juniors on this team. The rest, all sophomores or seniors. So, kind of a stark contrast between that veteran approach and that young blood. as that ball played out for a corner.
Let's try it again. Same play, most likely. Unless they've been working something on the training pitch.
Lucier at the northeast corner.
Love the terminology there from Adam Baird.
He's away with words.
Oh.
Ball's playing. There's a great ball.
Matt
Lewis off
Lewis.
the head.
Oh. I thought that was in
Just-
from here.
Just
Right.
angled it out.
We get some subs for Hoffman Hawks here.
In come Chiavari, currently the leading scorer for this Hawks team. She has 2 goals at the defensive position. That's not something you see often, but Avery Sanchez is one of those players that can get up from the outside back position and score.
Bit of a super sub here with 2 goals on the year, reminiscent of Aston Villa John Duran.
Yes, that is some ball knowledge. Here's Parkinson. Lays off to Blue now. Blue with the touch down the wing.
Overlapping here.
The speed demon.
Into the
Ball
mixer.
played in the mixer, and that is Edison!
Wow.
Beautiful. That is just beautiful play there from the Fillies as Allie Forrester nets a second one for the Fillies tonight. An assist from Blue as she sprayed that ball into the mixer, hoping to connect with a Barrington foot, and in fact she did. It was Allie Forrester who rockets it into the back of the net, and the Phillies take a 2-0 lead.
Great overlap by Hannah Blue as she passed it on by Kelsey Parkinson. She gets it, runs it over, puts it in the dangerous position, and Allie Forrester runs back post to slide it in. Just beautiful soccer right there.
I mean, you cannot draw it up any better. Phillies currently on pace for 16 goals this game.
Not to get another Aston Villa reference, but that was reminiscent of Luca Dean.
Here's Lucier from outside the box.
Oh.
That one is saved by
Had
Lyles
an
Lucier.
opportunity.
It's a rocket.
Testing Lyles, making sure she's paying attention.
Lyles, I mean, it's tough when her back line is effectively Swiss cheese, but she's played very strong this entire year. As that header will be won by Cobb. This ball will be sprayed out to Forrester. Forrester controls.
2 goals before the first 10 minutes of the game.
Forrester is showing off the 5-star skill moves.
Could we see a potential 9-0 slaughter rule here?
We could. They already had one against Wheeling earlier this year. It's Lucier fighting for the ball. It will be played out by Henning of the Hawks.
Lauren Cobb take the throw.
Student section is really bringing it today.
Oh, that's a great ball in the middle. I mean, the Hawks just look apathetic, to say the least. I mean, it's tough when you're already down 2 goals, not even 10 minutes in.
Did show up late to warm-ups. Do you think that has any effect on them today?
Possibly. I mean, you know, it can get you out of your groove a bit, but
Possibly.
Is Piper in the middle?
here's Lucier. She is stood up there. But it finds its way back to Martin Johnson. Out wide to Sanchez. Sanchez still with the ball.
Oh, that's a corner. That's a
Whoa.
corner.
Is a
in the
corner
corner.
off of
Oh.
Troyer of the Hawks. I mean, yeah, showing up can get you out of your showing up late can get you out of your groove a little bit, but you know, at the end of the day, you're both playing the same game.
Yeah.
So, either gonna show up and play, or just kind of deal with it
Bit sleepy getting off the bus today, it seems, for the Hoffman Hawks.
a little bit. See if they can right the ship in this first half.
Phillies flooding the box into the mixer.
They find
Off the head. One more
Still
time. Doesn't happen.
Clearance. Chloe Gerthy puts it back in.
Sanchez bringing the speed.
turns on the Jets.
Off
Lucier once again.
That's a great ball in the
into
middle.
the mixer.
Forrester gets a foot on it, but not enough.
What a great phrase that is. Into the mixer.
Into the mixer.
Lyles. Making the save there. Look at him punt it out of the box here. Knew it. Not a bad punt there. Just gonna put it right
That was
over the
a
40-yard line.
Booming 30-yard punt.
Oh, just not an ideal touch there. But
As Sanchez looks to find
Oh,
partnership, and she
no.
will, but she will be offside. The idea was certainly there. Parkinson making the right run. Sanchez making the right pass, just a hair off. It will be Lyles here to put the ball back into play. So as we mentioned, we talked about her a lot so far. Lyles, 37 saves on the season with 4 shutouts. Not bad. Averaging just over 6 saves a game. As there is another one.
She's racking them up today with this constant pressure from the Fillies.
She certainly has her work cut out for her. She will get quite the workout in today. Getting ready to check in for the Fillies will be Gabby Masterson. And for the Hawks, Mariela Montes de Oca.
Brilliant pronunciation there, Stadler.
Thank you. So here are the Hawks on the attack.
Looking for a through ball there, but nothing doing.
Nearly had it, but Girthy stood tall. Sanchez now in the middle. Sanchez tries to switch the field. Oh my gosh, and it will find its way through. Parkinson, can she get a touch? And it will bounce her way back, and Parkinson will finish. Goal for the Fillies. It is number 3, and we're only 13 minutes in. Adam was right. We might have a slaughter rule here tonight, as that was Parkinson. A ball and a miscommunication by the Hawk back line finds its way through, and Parkinson with a tap-in to make it 3 for the Fillies. I mean, can't even really draw that one up, but you couldn't draw it up any better.
Yeah, finds herself alone with the goal and just taps it in. That's why you got to always go for the rebound, you know. I've heard Coach Stengren saying that before. There's been opportunities for the Fillies to have similar goals this year, but they just give up on the play. Parkinson doesn't do that there and finds herself with a goal.
So here's Lucier spinning with the ball. She is a maestro with it at her feet. What? You never heard that?
Forrester pulls it back.
Oh, Forrester still with the ball. Oh, this is great from Forrester. This is great.
Oh.
And it will be a blocked shot and out for a Philly corner. So Lucier will pick up the ball and trot over to the northwest corner of the field. So Megan Holland, someone who we've talked about, the goalie of Barrington, committed to Kentucky. She has been a star on this team for the last few years. She has yet to even have her name called tonight.
Not seeing much action tonight.
There's another good ball in. Sanchez gets ahead to it.
Oh.
Just left.
And just outside.
Could have been off of Hoffman.
I think the Barrington players are saying it is, and in fact it was. It looked as me the line judge was, the linesman was pointing for a goal kick, but center ref says,
Corner.
no, I disagree, and points to the corner.
Sky Lundy here subbing on for Allie Forrester.
Shout out BHS TV. Forrester will come out.
Potential injury as she's talking to Coach Stengren, maybe. I'm sure.
And out for the Hawks is Bella Chiavari.
That was a corner into the mixer.
Oh.
Ooh.
Wasn't able to keep that one in for Piper on the corner.
Put it right on top of the net.
Fifth. Sorry, as you were saying, Adam.
No, I was just going to say that's a goal kick for the Hawks.
3 inches right. That's a goal. I'm telling you.
She does have one Olympico on the air versus Buffalo Grove, I believe it was.
That is the. That's just how good she is.
Right there. It's a 40-yard goal kick.
Oh, as there's Lucier just bulldozing players, knocking over Tellez there of the Hawks.
And she'll get a foul called on her for that. Not many yellows this season for the Fillies.
I'll be taking this goal or this free kick for the Hawks.
Stengren's got one.
Putting it way up into the Broncos territory.
So it will be controlled here by the Hawks nearly, but instead will be cleared by Fuller. Touch ahead, Lundy. She's got some space to work with here. Lundy taking the ball in. Lundy, still with Lundy. Ball into the middle, and it will slide all the way through the center of the box. Oh my, if only someone was there to smash it into the back of the net.
Not sure if maybe Madeline Lewis could have came up a little bit further, or if they just overran the pass and weren't able to get back to it.
Possibly, as this ball will go out for a corner.
Lots of corners being conceded right now by the Hoffman Hawks as they're just doing anything they can to keep it out of the net.
Certainly, it seems to me like the Hawks just haven't even really attempted to string together some passes. They've just kind of been playing whack-a-mole here with the ball. There's a great ball in the middle. Lyles blocks it out. The
Sanchez.
shot by Sanchez sails over the bar. That'll be a goal kick.
Definitely the biggest crowd the Phillies have pulled all season. Due to FCX night or Bassett night?
Bassett night.
Bassett night,
Should have
apologies.
specified not FCX night, Bassett night. As they've actually rebranded to FCB again.
Is that right?
Yes. The club has gone through an iteration of names, or a number of iterations, I should say. Originally, they were FCB, FC Barrington. And then they started FCX as more of an elite part of the club. So here is Sanchez. Tries to slide through Lewis. Can't. Ball will be cleared away.
Offsides, Madeline Lewis, I believe, or
Yes, it was. So they were FCX or FCB up until about 2012 or 2013, I believe, where they switched to FCX full time, and then switched back.
Was it that early they
FC
switched to?
Barrington this year. I believe it was
No,
the
they were
2014.
2014, wasn't
It was the
2014 sounds about right.
early to mid 2010s that they switched to FCX
Yeah.
in an attempt to be more inclusive to the surrounding area
Yeah.
outside of Barrington. Here's Lucier in the box. Lucier still with the ball at her feet. Beautiful move. Still with Lucier. Ball
Puts
into
it
the
in
box.
Mixer. One more time.
Side.
Oh, that's a little too much there.
Lundy took a whack at that one, and it will sail past the 20-yard line. But Blue will recover. Out to Masterson. Masterson cuts to the inside. Still with Masterson. She has some room. Masterson finds Lewis. Lewis with a chip. Oh, my. What a great one-timer from Lewis, but that just goes wide. It would be a
Chiavari
Lyle.
coming back on for the Hoffman Hawks.
We'll see if their leading scorer can bring some life into this Hawk team.
She's gonna have to get more than her season goals to tie this one back up. But
2 goals on the season. The leading scorer for the Hawks is Chiavari. So here's Lundy with control. Looking for the overlap. Lewis finds the ball. She will find Cobb on the longer overlap. Cobb
Ball
slides
played
into the
in.
box. Sanchez just waited for it to get there as Troyer cleared it. And the Hawks might have something here. As Tellez plays it to Girthy of the Phillies.
Hoffman Hawks strikers just don't have nearly enough pace to challenge the defenders today, it seems.
Agreed. So there's Sanchez. She tried to find Lucier, just could not.
It may not mean nothing to y'all.
A bit too far.
I think we might get a copywriter for that one.
But understand nothing was done. That's a good song.
It is a good song.
As Allie Forster comes to check back in here in a little bit. Along with Abby Johnson coming in for the first time today. Sanchez looking for something. Bit too far for Masterson. Leads to a Hoffman Estates Hawks throw in.
You could just say Hoffman Hawks. That's a little easier.
Yeah, I was going to say that, but then I started saying Estates in it.
It's a little
It's
too
alright.
much. It's about Hoffman Estates Hawks
Hawks.
is a lot.
Yeah.
Oh,
So there's
bodied.
Oh, here's Sanchez, the follow-up save
Great
by
save by
Lyles.
Lyles. Sir, get down.
She's really firing on all cylinders today. So that was Chiavari.
Maybe keep that on the ground, make a play there, but no, chips it right to the keeper. Not too challenging of a save for Lyles.
I mean, Sanchez had on her left. I would have slid it more to the left side. You can get a better curl there, but
To each their own.
to each their own. Correct.
Substitution.
As you mentioned, in comes Johnson and Forster for the Phillies. Out comes Girthy and Sanchez. Avery Sanchez, the son of Barrington High School football coach Joe Sanchez.
And daughter
And
of PE coach
Wendy Sanchez. And sister of North Dakota State soccer player,
Defender.
defender, Ellie Sanchez.
Ellie Sanchez.
So Sanchez family, certainly athletics,
Great family.
run of the family. As actually, Wendy Sanchez was a Division I gymnast at LSU.
And
Joe Sanchez played
Mr.
football.
That's Coach Sanchez.
Coach,
too,
sorry,
sir.
Coach Sanchez.
Play football at
I actually don't know where he played football. I know
I
he played
I
football.
want to say NIU, but I don't think that's right.
We'll get our stats and info guy, R.
Yeah.
Kelly,
Yeah.
on that.
Yeah, we got to get someone on that.
You mean Aiden Kelly?
Yeah,
Hey,
not
that's
R.
it.
Kelly.
No.
We do not have R.
We don't-
Kelly in the booth,
We don't-
folks.
Aiden Kelly.
So apologies for the Freudian slip there by Adam Baird.
Sorry, one of my favorite artists.
I mean, he made some good songs before.
Separate the art from the artist, as I like to say.
That's what we get goal kick. I can tell the game has
That's another corner, actually. Ryan.
or goal corner, I should say.
Off of a Hoffman off.
Oh my gosh, as that will be. It looks to be.
Piper again.
Yeah,
I think.
Lucier is still there. It's just a ball in, and that will
Lots of
spray
corners.
wide. So Lucier is the main corner kick taker for this Phillies squad. As preparing to check in for the Phillies is number 9, Courtney Lynn. As just checking in for the Hawks was number 16, Lindsay Guzman Sanchez.
Only the third appearance this season for Courtney Lynn, actually, as she got injured game 1 versus Naperville North.
Tough.
Came back versus Rolling Meadows a few days, maybe re-injured it, and now is back today, it seems, as she's waiting to sub in.
See the knee brace on her right knee. But it is senior night. Stengren trying to give those seniors some of the minutes that they've worked so hard to earn throughout the year.
Okay. I might have Coach Sanchez's college.
Okay. Let's hear it.
According to the Google.
Oh,
I
it's
should
a great through
know
ball.
this.
We're going to have to wait on that as Masterson gets to it. She's got Lewis in the middle. She centers it. And Lewis leaves it for Lucier, and Lucier just topped it. Oh, it's like me playing golf. I got on top of it, and it will dribble into the hands of Lyles. Anyways, you were saying, Trap.
I should know this, which is it's this point I don't know this, but to my from Google's knowledge, it says he went to North Central College.
Okay.
North Central.
Played
Naperville.
football there.
The, were they the Hawks? No, they're not the Hawks,
I
are
don't
they?
know. I'm not.
The
really sure.
North Central
That could be wrong
it's
though.
like-
Who knows?
Trojans or something, I think.
Red. The red.
The Red?
No,
Okay,
North
I
Central
got
Red.
Aiden Kelly. He's using a different source. He's
Okay.
confirming that's true.
Okay.
Can we get a
So-
mascot for North Central?
Yeah. Can we
Yeah,
find a
need
mascot
we need
for
a
North
mascot
Central?
check. So we'll get our statistician, Aiden Kelly, on that.
Great to have him here.
Aiden Kelly, a
The
guy.
prodigy. He's next up in the biz.
He is actually next up in the biz.
Stay tuned for 2026, 2025, 2026.
It will be a great
They
year.
are the Cardinals.
Cardinals. I should have known that. Red, Cardinal, close enough. As here's Johnson. She'll find Lundy with plenty of space. Lundy turns and fires, finds Lynn up top. Lynn corrals the ball.
Lynn playing striker as Piper moves to winger,
Uh,
or was she playing midfield?
No, she's playing.
no, she's playing in
she's
the
in mid.
midfield.
Yeah.
Seems like they moved Masterson over to the right wing and
Sanchez.
put loose. Well, no, actually, no. I lied. Masterson has stayed at the right wing position.
They subbed out
Well, they took out
Madeline Lewis, who
Girthy and
Courtney
Lewis.
took her
Yeah.
spot.
Yep.
So Courtney took Madeline Lewis'
Correct.
position of the 6.
Where's Sanchez?
I think Lynn's playing more of an 8 right now.
Yeah.
We're an attacking mid there.
Maddie Martin Johnson playing the 6.
Yes. 6th position has been held down so well by Lewis all year long. Here's Piper with the ball. Had Masterson to her right, but instead get in the middle and ball will be bounced around. Back to Lynn now. She finds Fuller. Fuller with a rip.
How's it
Oh
go?
my!
Good save by Lyle.
An astonishing save by Lyles. Something that would put Tim Howard to shame.
As Olivia Otto subs in here. 3 goals on the year, actually. Scored last
Tim
game
Howard's
versus Bennett.
bald.
Outside the box goal. Had Will
Fun
of
fact.
the manager for the boys team, Will
Carson.
Carson, thank you. Had him in awe
Really?
of that goal last time.
Will Carson
Where's
has seen
Bennett?
some qualities. He's seen some quality ball.
Brilliant strike
To have him in
outside
awe
the
is
box.
impressive. So there's a great ball in the middle, and the header, it's in! Goal for the Phillies, and that looked to be Sky
Goal.
Lundy. Sky Lundy getting her head on that, rockets it into the top corner, and the Phillies extend their lead to 4.
Goal.
I mean, this is great play. Lucier plays a great ball in. Lundy just absolutely forces her will to get up to that ball and
Oh.
direct it into the back of the net.
Headers it, finishes through the ball, doesn't turn the head, gets it in the back of the net.
4-0, as they would say.
4-0, as they say.
Over in the UK.
That's what they would say if we were at Old Trafford, but we're not. We're in the States.
Thank God we're not. No offense to the UK, but
All our UK listeners are going to be heated after
all
that.
you
our
know,
UK
all of them, huh?
The singular UK viewer
There's
I'm
not.
sure we get
there's
many.
never
is
been one.
fuming right now.
I doubt there's ever been a single.
I don't know.
You never know.
We can pull some UK viewers.
We
One.
could.
A UK, yeah.
Look at the demographics.
I love when
we'll
I
check
go
the
to.
stats.
I went to England one time. I met a guy at a pub. He said, I asked him, "Well, hey, what's your favorite sports team?" He goes, "You know, those Barrington Broncos over in Barrington, Illinois, man."
You know, funny.
I love those streams.
Well, we found our UK viewer.
There we go. As Kelsey Parkinson and Sienna Turek sub onto the game.
It's out comes Forrester and Blue.
Kelsey Parkinson playing outside back now.
So here's Lucier. She slides in the
Sienna
middle.
playing winger.
Masterson can't control. The Hawks look to clear, but they can't. Only as far as Lynn. Lynn still with the ball now. Lynn
Has it
takes
go.
a shot. Off the crossbar.
One more time.
And the follow-up,
Oh,
still
get kicked in
no,
the face,
and it will
jeez.
be cleared. Only as far as Parkinson. Still with the ball, Parkinson. She stood up. Just kidding. Still on the ball as Parkinson. Slides it across
Hit it.
to Lynn.
Oh.
Takes a
Oh,
touch. Lynn
second.
still with it.
Ooh.
Lynn with the shot.
Oh,
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 crossbar.
oh, oh,
Second.
oh, oh.
Edison. Oh! Goal for the Phillies as Sienna Turek is able to get that one in the back of the net after Lynn's shot ricocheted off the crossbar. Turek was there to clean up the mess, and the Phillies lead 5-0 now against the Hawks with 13:14 to go in the first half. Adam, you were right. I think we're looking at a slaughter rule here today if they keep this up.
Yes, for sure. You know, once again, Phillies relentless. Don't give up on the play, and it leads to another goal as off the rebound. Unlucky for Courtney Lynn as she had 2 shots there. Good strikes just off the crossbar. Got to get it a little bit lower.
Seriously, she'll slide it through ball to Lundy. That is beautiful. Lundy takes it end line. Cross in. Not enough on it, and that will be cleared by Chiovari. So there's Tellez who will boot it up, but not out. His chasing was O'Brien. So what now for the Phillies is 12 Bella Pastor, the junior. She takes out Lucier, and will move Parkinson up to the left wing position. Slides Lundy over to the striker position.
What is the slaughter rule?
9.
Right
9-0.
Right?
Nine before when the half.
Anytime.
Nine.
The
Any
Oh, if they hit
time.
9 at any time.
The game will end.
Is it
Okay.
9-0 or is it 9 more than the other team?
I've only seen 9-0, but I think if it was 10-1, it would also end.
Yeah, I would
Okay.
assume.
Okay.
Now, do they start a running clock before it hits that, or is it just like 9 and that's the cutoff? Like if they get to 7 or 8, is there a running clock before you get to 9, or is it just at 9 as a cutoff? Can we get our statistician, Aiden Kelly, to look that up?
Statistician.
Could
I think
you-
he's already
could you
looking
check
it
the
up.
I
This
just
guy.
Statistician,
Book?
rules analyst, coming for Gene Sterator's job, Aiden Kelly.
What would we do without him, folks?
What would we do without him?
We do need a new Gene Sterator. Seen so
And
much of
that
guy.
face cam is on. I forgot to tell you guys, but
Oh.
the folks at home we should also know. We're in the top right of your screen. We're
We'll
here.
bring you guys into the
Yes, I'll
cozy
stop.
booth.
I guess I'll stop picking
Let's
my
play
nose
some-
then.
It's nice and warm up
Jokes.
here compared to outside. You know.
Jokes, only jokes.
Surprised I don't see any sleeved players out there.
Well, when you're running around, it certainly is. If it doesn't feel as cold.
The ref got sleeves on. The ref
Yeah.
gives you an accurate representation of the temperature out
Yeah.
there. He's got a hat, gloves on, long sleeves.
I think the Phillies only go sleeves if they're jersey. If
I
they're
think
wearing
it-
the long
yes.
sleeve jersey.
I think
Yes.
they're sending a little bit of a message with
Yeah.
the no sleeves, no matter the temperature.
I mean, it's reminiscent of the Seattle Seahawks warming up shirtless.
Yeah,
I
or
mean,
Tennessee.
Or
Well,
Tennessee
Tennessee
did
did
that.
not.
I think they did a little better than the Seahawks.
They
But
did,
they didn't. It didn't
but they
work
did not
out.
get the win.
No, they did work out.
The Buckeyes did handle them there. A little Meg
Yeah.
there.
Oh,
look at
number
that.
8 went down again. That's number
That's
2.
Jasser.
Masterson turns it over though.
Jasser looks at Tellez. Tellez,
Couldn't track it down.
she was on her horse.
Back to
but
Megan
her horse
Holland.
was not quick enough.
First touch of the game, maybe.
Oh, there we go.
Look at that uniform.
Great from Megan Holland. calm, cool, and collected out of the back here of the Phillies. I mean, you want to watch textbook play out of the back, look no further than the Barrington Phillies.
I mean, is that
Reminiscent of
would you call
Pickford
that a
playing out the
textbook
back.
play or a routine play? I think that's more of a routine play than a textbook play, sir.
Okay. I can give you that one. So just to Masterson
Typically
now.
textbook, though, for
Yes.
Megan Holland.
As there's a ball through, and that will be offside.
A textbook play is like a groundbreaking play. Like you textbook
Really?
put it. It's
No,
like
I would
No,
say
I would say-
textbook is they do everything right. Like they play. They don't make.
when I
mistakes.
think when I hear textbook, I'm thinking like put it in the history books type of movie.
I would say that's history books, not textbooks.
Yeah, that's a history.
Okay.
book. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay then.
Because think about it, textbook is like you're learning like what's right.
It's like
You know.
if you're trying to teach someone how to play,
Yeah.
you would show them that.
Exactly.
Okay.
So if there's like a young player at home watching this stream, if you want to know how to play well out of the back, look no further than what the Phillies just did. That would be textbook. Now it is also a routine play. You
Can
can
we
have
get
both.
a fact check on that too?
Okay, so here we go. Aiden Kelly getting our.
If a team is ahead by 10 goals at halftime or any point after the game is ended immediately.
Okay. So maybe it's not.
Adam Baird is refusing to believe that.
I know the rule that is 9-0. I can. I bet
That's
my life
straight from
savings on that.
ChatGPT, folks. So who knows? You
Oh,
know, who,
no.
who,
I will-
who
I will
trusts
say-
AI?
We might
these
need to go to the IHSA rule book here.
Yeah.
Is that for Illinois
we might have
games?
to. We might have to go to VAR.
That was IHSA ChatGPT.
I will say Adam Baird does his homework, so this is certainly.
I've seen the Wheeling game and
I know, but
in the second half.
ChatGPT got me a perfect score on a test. So it shows them pretty good too.
A practice test, of course. We're not
Yeah.
practicing.
Yeah, obviously. This is that
Oh,
was a
Masterson slicing
Hey,
and
with a
dicing. Masterson.
chance!
Oh!
PK!
Crushing
Here's the PK.
challenge.
Boo. Sorry, I'm not allowed to do that.
Crushing challenge. It
Good
is
call
back
by
to
the ref
Otto.
there. Good call by the ref.
Now with Lundy. Lundy cycles it. Nearly got to Parkinson. But instead it will find its way to the Hawk back line and they will clear.
Pastor chasing after it. Plays it back to Fuller, is that?
That is Lynn with the ball now. And Lynn had it stripped from her. So the Hawks could not start a counterattack.
The Hawks just giving up on the press there as they won the ball, but give it away quickly.
I mean,
Oh, what a touch.
that's beautiful.
Oh, my God.
Gosh.
I wish we had a
Correct.
gosh. Oh, my gosh, folks.
Back.
That was truly
That's here's
breathtaking.
Pastor, or Lundy, I should say, look for the shot.
I wish we had replay. You
Looking
guys,
for the brace.
folks at home can go back replay. Double tap your screen to the left one time. Go watch that. That was a beautiful touch.
Parkinson,
Goes for goal.
an ambitious shot to say the least, but certainly not out of her range. But it's controlled by Lyles here. I mean, we're 7 minutes away from halftime here. Adam, if you were the head coach of the Hawks, what would you be telling your players right now?
I mean,
It
not a
might
good
mean
good
nothing
time
to
if you're a Hoffman Hawks. If
y'all.
I'm the coach, I'm yelling at you like they're just giving up on plays.
Yeah.
Too many times have they gotten the ball and given it right back.
Mm.
Like play with the ball, hold it, look for the right pass, play it to your teammate.
It's a great ball through to Otto.
What would Saban say?
What would Saban say?
What would Saban say?
Saban wouldn't be in this situation.
If
That's,
if
that-
there was a
however, that is a good counter.
if there was a
argument.
barometer in a certain place, it would tell me that you're giving half effort, right? That was a quote, something like that.
Megan Holland subbed off after her one touch. Dom Anik Kalugin coming in. Sky Lundy also off for Piper Lucier.
Holland good enough for a 10.0 rating on FOTMob, I would say. Certainly MVP of the match here. It's Masterson dinks it ahead to Lucier. Lucier one-on-one. Lucier back to Masterson. Masterson slides into the
Goal!
Beautiful for the Phillies.
Wow.
As Masterson, that's another one for them, increasing the lead to 6. This is beautiful 2-on-1 play by Lucier and Masterson. They practice that in practice every day, you can tell.
Yeah,
If you're Lyles, what are you thinking? I mean, how do you stay positive through this? This is
I
difficult.
mean, you're the former goalie.
I am, but
you gotta
like,
get on your team here, don't you?
Yeah.
this is I would be getting on
They're
my
leaving-
defenders a little bit. This is
they're
or
leaving
my
her out to
coach a little
dry.
bit. You got to give me another defender, even though they're playing a 4 in the back.
They're
It's,
leaving her out here to dry.
Lyles
many
has played
times.
so well. So that's Turek with the ball now.
Looking
Still
to put
Turek. Still with Turek. And Lyles comes out to make the save.
Here it
Piper.
is.
But Lucier. I mean,
I don't know what to say. That's
it's-
incredible.
Piper Lucier off the rebound there puts it right in.
I mean, the
7-0 Phillies.
Hawks have effectively just kind of given up. They're playing dead now.
Yeah.
Could we get two more before half? I think the Hoffman Estate Hawks. Gosh darn it. Want to go home, it seems.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Oh, we might be able to.
Let's
So
get another.
we can check the rules here.
It's 9-0. I will bet my life on it.
It is Otto, still with Otto.
Oh,
my!
Lucier!
Through.
What a shot! Oh my god!
Top
I
left
thought that
bins.
went way off. Oh my
An
god!
absolute
Gosh.
rocket of a shot. A
Buried
spectacular shot.
Lyle's not a chance on that one.
Earth-shattering, some would say, as Lucier. Is that her third? Is
That-
it a hat trick?
That is a textbook goal.
That
That's
is a
what I
textbook
would call
goal.
a
Okay.
textbook goal.
I can agree with
Although now that I say it,
Oh,
your
it's
definition sounds more right.
Olivia Otto on the assist there.
that's Lucier's. She's already scored one. Is that her third? Is that a hat
Oh.
trick? I haven't been keeping track.
We got. All right, let's go through it. First
Okay.
goal.
This
is
is
it
something
her?
I don't
Oh.
remember. Oh, we might have 9 here. Oh, saved by Laos, but it was offside
Offside.
anyways.
We had Kelsey score one.
Mm-hmm.
Sky score one.
Yep.
Allie scored one.
Sienna scored one.
Sienna scored one.
Did Avery score one? Right? Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm trying.
Should we check? I'll
And
check the
then- wait,
replay.
One
folks.
more. There's one more.
Madeline scored one off the head, right? Or did she have one? I don't know. Oh, we might have 9
Here we
here.
go.
Turek back in the middle. And it's Lucier. And it's
I
goal!
did. I'm not
That's
gonna. I
9.
didn't realize I had the face cam on for that one. That's
Oh,
my
no.
fault.
I know.
They didn't even see
You
that
saw
one.
the celebration, and that's 9. So if the game ends right now, we will know forever that Adam Baird.
I might have to die. Oh no.
that
I
Adam
bet.
Baird
I
is
bet this
smarter
game
than I am.
ends. I bet this game ends.
Oh, it looks like they're still playing
Oh, no.
here.
Okay, I bet this game ends at half though.
That-
There will not
okay,
be a
yes.
second half. Guaranteed.
Okay,
9-0 anytime in the second
Guaranteed.
half.
guaranteed.
Charles Barkley guarantee. Unless I guess unless the Hawks score, but it seems unlikely.
2 words. Steve Nash and Chris
San
Paul.
Antonio.
Must see TV. What do we know about the women of San Antonio?
Why don't you buy him a watch? I don't think we can say that.
We got some
we won't
fans
talk about that.
still coming in. Like you're a little bit late. 9-0. What are we doing?
I just want to see the
the
champagne
whole
get
game.
popped.
Maybe they're here for the senior night
Possibly.
festivities.
Well, that'll be nice. They'll get
Maybe it is
started
10.
early.
It could be 10 goals.
I don't know.
Well,
That's
we
what.
have history of the Wheeling 9-0.
that is true. Yeah.
That is true.
So now, did those 9 goals happen in the first half, or were they all in the
No.
first
This
half?
is a.
The-
Wait.
the ninth
This
goal
is a
did-
conference game. So is there a
Well, that was
possibility?
Wheeling too,
Oh.
right?
Well, Wheeling is.
Technically out of conference.
Well, is it?
I don't know.
I don't know this.
Well, it's.
Can we get Aiden R. Kelly
Well,
on
okay.
that?
Wheeling is in the conference. They're just in the East Division.
Oh, what a
So-
move! Oh no, that's one out. Never mind.
Let's have another go. Oh, a throw in. That's off Wheeling. Or not Wheeling. Hoffman.
I mean, they're looking like Wheeling now. You could say. This is poked away from Lundy. I mean, this is just a beating at this point. The goal record.
Pierre
Well,
asking for the goal record. I believe there's a slaughter rule though.
yeah. Shout out Peter Colorifici running the camera for us. Great guy up there. I know you should. Anj Kapoor.
Anj Kapoor's on the camera. I was so confused because Peter was looking at me. I was watching the camera move. I'm like, huh?
Have the Phillies subbed off? Wait,
Grace Fuller comes off.
I think they're playing down. Wait, one,
no,
2, 3.
surely not.
Piper Lucier's not on.
Masterson.
They are playing a player down right now intentionally.
Sanchez isn't on.
Wow.
This is
that-
disrespectful.
That is just
I get-
disrespectful, man.
They do have a
Masterson
game
isn't
tomorrow
on.
versus Loyola at Loyola. In
Part of the Ed Watson Invitational. That is certainly a much more important game than this one is. So it makes sense to rest your starters a bit. I mean, even with 10 minutes, seems like they're going to control the rest of this half. Oh, never mind. The Hawks have a chance here. I spoke too soon. It's the announcer's curse. Commentator's curse, I say. Shavori, here she is. Oh, she
almost
was
got a foot to the
going for her
face.
third goal of the season.
She wanted it.
Wanted it.
Little
Didn't want
time
it.
wasted
Oh,
there
took
by
that to the
Dom.
ground. That
That's
was a little
beautiful.
close. That was a little close.
That is
Thank
reminiscent
God.
of
Thank God she took that to the ground.
Kepa Arrizabalaga.
You used to pull those maneuvers when you were in
All
goal.
the time. All the time.
Back in U14.
I had to ensure
Little
and
drop
waste,
kick.
waste a little bit of time, ensure that I made the save.
Is that a thing? Is that a common occurrence?
Offsides?
Offsides.
Where? What? 27 is standing in the backfield, sir.
in the backfield. Is that even a term?
Is that a term?
No,
I'm a
not in
football
soccer.
player. I'm a football commentator. This isn't my.
It's certainly a football term, American football term, I should specify for
Yeah,
a UK viewer.
yeah.
For a UK viewer.
Many.
This
Or
is-
many UK
Again,
viewers.
I mean, again, I
Numerous
don't
UK
know
viewers.
any person in the UK that would watch a Chicago suburb girls soccer game.
My mother is also wondering what the slaughter rule is. We are confused up here in the booth
Yeah.
too, Mom.
We've had conflicting. So our statistician.
We got
told
10.
us-
I think 10. I think 10's a good number.
It seems
but
to be, but no.
9. I think it's. Okay.
It said
I
10
think there's-
before
I think
or
there
at any
is-
point after the half.
I think there's 10, maybe first half, 9
Yeah,
second half.
I would say I would find it hard to
But that
imagine
makes
if they're
no
even going to
sense.
play a second half here.
There's not going to be a second half.
I mean,
There's
I mean,
one
what
minute,
if-
there's 1 minute remaining in this game. I will
No.
stake my claim.
I think you
I
guys
will
are
stake my
forgetting.
claim.
I
1 minute
think you guys
remaining
are
in this game.
forgetting Michael Jordan's performance in Space Jam with the Looney Tunes characters. He went back to the locker room halftime, had that water that probably
There's
had a
no
little
secret
something in it.
stuff over there by those.
I
Hoffman
don't-
benches.
Hey,
This
I
game
think
is
there
over.
might be a
I
little
don't-
secret. There might be sticky stuff down there.
I don't see Michael Jordan on
Putting
the,
a little
in
curve
Hoffman
on the
State
ball.
Hawks
They got
jersey.
a sticky substance down there. I don't know.
I'm not even sure if Messi could save this team. Maybe he could.
I think Messi could
surely
save
Messi
any.
could save
any
it.
Surely.
This is a high school.
The real
this
question
high school
is-
soccer.
100 men versus one gorilla.
That's not the question.
Give
It
me
is.
And the
that.
Gorilla's winning anyway.
You think?
No way.
We're not starting
Really?
this in the booth.
I
but we gotta, we gotta respect both
Parkinson
teams down
fans,
here
yeah.
and pay attention to the game because I will
Right.
go on for an hour about
Okay,
that
okay.
on why.
Plays it back.
Make
A
sure to tune
600
in next
pound
time.
5 seconds
full-grown
remaining in this
male
game.
gorilla.
5 seconds. 4,
In the game, back
3,
to half.
2, and 1. So it ticks down to halftime, and the players seem to be lining up. So it seems to be Adam
And
Baird.
that's the game.
That is the
That
game,
is the
ladies and
game.
gentlemen.
Good call by Adam Barrett.
Thank
The
you,
Barrington
thank you.
Broncos stand firm on their home turf to beat the Hoffman Estates Hawks in 1/2, 9-0 on senior night. Huge win for the Fillies. Their second slaughter rule of the year. The Hawks, as hard as they fought and as hard as Lyles played in the goal, just came up a bit short tonight.
You know, they extend their winning streak to 9 games now for the Phillies, and as the Hoffman Hawks, the State Hawks fall to 4-8 on the year. You know, and next game coming up for the Phillies is Loyola in the Naperville.
Ed Watson
Invitational?
Invitational, yeah.
So best of luck to them and their rest of their season.
What a game
What
on
a game.
senior
I mean,
night. What a way
that
to.
is a good way to go out.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a good way to end that for the seniors.
That is huge.
Team in the MSL.
As
Thank
we hear
you.
from
Hey, we
Peter
got-
Colafici
we
up
got
top,
Pierre
best
up
team
top.
in the
Bold take
MSL.
from Pierre.
And
Thank you to our crew, Aiden Arkelli, Pierre. Don't know his last name. and Anj
Colafici.
Kapoor.
Colorifici.
Colorifici. Is that Italian?
Yeah,
Oh wow.
really? I had no idea.
Yeah, you guys.
You
can
guys
down.
come down, say hi to the camera. Come
Say-
on, we're
say
gonna get our
hi,
great
say
crew
hi. We
down
want to
here.
get everybody on camera. real
We
quick.
are very thankful for all the hard work that our crew puts in. These are obviously
Truly-
unpaid interns,
truly
and they are doing a great job.
Yes, of
As
course.
hugs all around for the Phillies.
Barrington High School.
That's
No,
all.
you stay here. You got to get on camera.
You guys gotta
real
wave
quick.
to the camera over
everybody,
there.
Everybody get on
We
camera.
got Anj
wave.
Kapoor,
Let's go.
Peter
We
Colafici,
got
Aiden Kelly.
yeah,
over there.
Anj, Peter, and Aiden
Kelly.
Kelly. Great.
Very
Yeah,
nice.
thank you to them.
Oh, that is a beautiful job. Beautiful job by everyone here. For Adam Baird and Charlie Trapp, I'm Ryan Stadler. The Phillies defend their home turf, beating Hoffman Estates Hawks by a score of 9-0 on senior night. They play tomorrow against Loyola, at Loyola, in the semifinal of the Ed Watson Naperville Invitational. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you
Will
for
we be
joining
streaming
us.
that? Sorry.
We
for
will
interrupting.
not be streaming.
Okay.
It is at Loyola.
Sorry. Oh, it's that loud.
Yes. But make sure to go to the game. As for Ryan Stadler, got Charlie Trapp and Adam Baird here. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for watching us tonight. Have a great night.